Hello students, welcome to Web Technologies online classes. Today I am going to explain about the concept of changing text and attributes. So the meaning of changing text and attributes, if you want to represent any text format data in the web page, so for that we have to apply number of styles. So for that we can use the different types of attributes and also properties and values. So for that we can use these all those things. For the text changing purpose, we can use number of properties and values. So property also called an attribute here. Property is also called an attribute. So like that, there are number of properties and attributes we have. So one by one, in this session, we have to learn. Now, shall I start our session? Right. Changing text and attributes. Changing text and attributes. CSS text formatting properties is used to format text and style text. Format text and style text means, for example, without applying any styles, that is a plain text. Without applying any style, if you create any web page, so that is called a plain text representing on the web page. And if you want to format with different properties and values, then those are styles. So those styles we can apply on the text only. So by applying all the styles and properties on the text, then it will represent on the screen. The text it will represent on the screen with different effective look, with more colors. Like that, for that we have to use these all text properties we can use. CSS text formatting including these all properties. What are the properties we have? Text hyphen color, text alignment, text decoration, text transformation, text indentation, letter spacing, line height, text direction, text shadow, word spacing. So like that, for the text only 10 types of properties we have to use to represent a text on the screen with an effective look. So for that we have to use these 10 properties. These 10 CSS properties. These all are CSS properties. Now we have to see the first one, text color. So text color property is used to set the color of a text. Text color property is used to set the color of the text. Text color can be set by using the name. Text color can be set by using the name, and also hexadecimal value you can use, and also RGB function we can use along with these properties like this. Carefully observe here, three ways we have to apply the color. So by using color name directly, there is no problem. But if you want to use the hexadecimal code, so that is also related to a colors. Okay. So if you want to use RGB color, it is also we can use RGB functionality we can use. So in between we need to give the color range. Okay. We need to give the color range. Now how it is possible? Practically I can explain right now. So now I want to open one notepad. To show the example of this text color hyphen. Okay, text color. Now HTML is the root element, and HTML closing tag is also I have created. Head tag, open and closing, and here title tag I am using because of the title is representing on the title bar. Title will represent on the title bar. So in between title open and closing tag, here I am using the example program of title. So the example program title is what right now? Changing text and attributes. Changing text and attributes. Right. Now here body tag I am using. Till now I haven't used any styles here. Carefully observe. Here uh, paragraph. Paragraph I am using opening and closing. So in between opening and closing paragraph, I want to place some text. I want to place some text. So first we need to collect some text. So that's why I am copying. These three lines. Okay, I am copying these three lines, and also I am pasting in our program, because of if you want to show all properties, then compulsory. So some big text I need. So that's why I have copied this entire text to in the paragraph. So paragraph has completed right now. Now I am saving this file. Text formatting is my file name. .html is the extension. Save as type is all files. Now I am minimizing this one. So now I am desktop. I have saved, and this file is saved on the desktop now. So now I am clicking on this one. So it is showing like that. Carefully observe. It is showing like that. So here it is showing very small size paragraph. Now I want to collect some big paragraph. So that's why I am collecting the internet through my phone. Then only we have to collect the text. Okay. So now I am using my phone through the internet connection. We need to collect the paragraph, a big paragraph. So it has connected. Yeah, it is connecting. Wait, yeah, connected right now. Now CSS I am typing here. Or HTML. Yeah, here HTML paragraph is there na. So like this, here I am copying. Actually I want to show on the big paragraph. I want to explain a big on the big paragraph. So that's why from the continuation part I am pasting here. Don't think about the paragraph, okay? But here you need to concentrate on this complete paragraph as a text you can treat. Okay, here example purpose I have pasted a rough text here, and while developing a real-time application, you need to paste a complete information for the website. Okay, and that information you need to collect from your team. But here for your example purpose I have pasted a dummy paragraph here, but you need to consider this one as a text. Okay, because of here I am changing the styles by using text properties. So based on this text, now I am changing some properties and styles. Now I am applying. Now I have saved this one. Now I am refreshing the page. Now I am refreshing the page. So it has applied 2 lines of paragraphs we are collected. So now the concept is what? Color I want to apply. So for that, in between style tag, opening and closing, here I have applied some colors on the paragraph. Okay, paragraph. What is the first property right now? Text color, how you can change. So if you want to apply any text color, here paragraph is also one of the text na. So H1 is also one of the text. But because of that is a heading type text, this is a content of text. Okay. So now I want to apply on the paragraph. So now I want to change the paragraph color, paragraph text color. So that's why color colon green I am using, and semicolon I have used at the end of the statement, and color colon green. If you want to change any text color, for that color is the attribute. Nothing but a property here, this one, and green is also value. So now I am saving this one. Now I am minimizing this one, refreshing this page. So text color change and na. Carefully observe the screen. On the screen. The text color has changed. has changed with the green color. And here the definition is what right now? Text color can be set by using name and also hexadecimal value and also RGB function So here by giving the name, nothing but green name I am giving na. Green name I have given. So by using name, we can also apply the styles. So instead of green color applying, now I want to apply one hexadecimal value. So if you want to collect any hexadecimal color codes, then open internet connection and open Google search engine. Here hexadecimal colors in HTML you can type. Then here number of web pages it will show. Now first link I am opening. So here come down, number of hexadecimal colors it will show. Hexadecimal colors it will show. Actually in my laptop internet connection is very low, so that's why I am coming back. Again I am opening one more website. Here W3 Schools is also there. Here color picker we have. Yes, right. So if you click on any color, simply it will show the hexadecimal color code. It is not showing anything. Yeah, here. Yeah, if I click with the orange color, if I click on with orange color, then come down. Here orange color hexadecimal codes it is showing na. So like that, now I am copying this code, this hexadecimal code, and now I am pasting here, color colon that hexadecimal code. Now I am saving this one, and before green color we have applied. Now I want to refreshing the page, so it has applied with the orange color na. So like that, by using hexadecimal code also we can change the text color, but hexadecimal codes we need to collect from the Google. Okay, right. And third one is what? RGB. That is also available here. Carefully observe. Here RGB 255 one color code is there na, one color code. So like that, here instead of giving this hexadecimal or name, RGB function we have to use, and inside 255 or 650 or 200 any values, any three values you can give, no problem. Okay, it will change the text color. So now whatever the properties I have given, so because of that values, this complete text color has changed based on that code. It is a color combination. RGB is nothing but whatever the three values you have given, so that three values percentage wise it will combine and it will produce one color. Okay, that color it can apply to the on the text. So like that you can use the text color. Like that we can use the text color. Now, so text color is over. Now text alignment. Text alignment property is used to set the horizontal alignment of a text. Set the horizontal alignment of the text. The text can be set to left, right, centered, and justified alignment. So text -align property contains how many properties? Left property is also there, right property is also there, centered, justified. Like that 4 properties we have. In justified alignment, line is structured such that left and right margins are straight. Okay. Now we have to see the text alignment. So now this property is also over, and along with this property I am giving text hyphen align, text hyphen align, text hyphen align, that attribute I am giving. And here by default the text will align with the left alignment only. So now I am giving center, now I am giving center and semicolon I have applied. Now I am saving this one. Now I am opening web page and now I am reloading this page. So text has aligned with the middle now. Carefully observe. Text has aligned in the middle, and instead of center I am giving the right. I am giving the right. So right alignment also possible by giving the value of right option. Okay. So it is aligned with the right alignment now. So now I want to use the justify. Justify. Justify is the one of the property of the text align. Now I am reloading the page. Then it is justified. The text has justified in the web page. So like that, if you want to align all properties, if you want to align the text by using these 4 properties as per our requirement, you can apply, no problem. So text alignment is also over right now. Here I given syntax. And text hyphen decoration. Text hyphen decoration is used to add or remove decorations from the text. If you want to apply any text color, if you want to apply any text decoration from the text, we can use the text hyphen decoration attribute. Text decoration can be, the values are underline, overline, line, through or none. 4 properties we can use. Now we can see that one also. Text hyphen decoration I am using text hyphen ORATION. Text hyphen decoration underline is underline semicolon. So if you want to apply any underline for the text, then simply you can use the text hyphen decoration colon underline. So all the text it has applied the underline na? So now the second property is what? Actually the second value, overline. Overline, and instead of underline we can use the overline. Overline. Now I am refreshing the page. So overline means at the top of the text it will present the line, it will show the line. Next, third value is what? Line through. Line through. Line hyphen THROUGH. So semicolon. Now I am opening the browser. So it will apply the line through the text, I mean over the text. Okay. Nothing but strike of text it is displaying on the screen. So like that, if you want to apply any deleted text, if you want to show, represent on the screen like a deleted text, in that case we can use this one. We can use the overline, I mean line through option we need to use. And next one, if you don't want to apply anything, so instead of this one, if you don't want to apply any decorations, then none we have to use. Okay. Simply has removed. By default the option is none. By default the option text hyphen decoration property, the value is none. So that's why plain text it is displaying always. Okay, right. Now text hyphen decoration property is also over. Next, text transformation. Text transformation property is used to change the case of text. Nothing but uppercase, lowercase. Text transformation can be uppercase, lowercase, capitalize. So these 3 values it can support. So now our text contain lowercase. Our text contain lowercase. Now I want to use text transform. Text transform. Text transform. Now the value is uppercase. The value is uppercase. If I want to use uppercase letter, uppercase, then use like that. Then the color complete, I mean the text completely will change to the uppercase letters. So there are 3 values we have now: uppercase, lowercase, capitalize. So uppercase I have completed. Now I want to use lowercase again. Now I want to use lowercase. Lowercase. Now I am saving this file and again I am refreshing the web page. So it is converted to uppercase to lowercase right now. And instead of this one, capitalize also I want to use. So spelling correctly you need to place, otherwise the property will not change. Okay. capitalize. Now I am copying here and now I am pasting here. Right. Now I am saving this file. Again I am reloading the page. Nothing but each and every letter, each and every word, first letter should be capital by using this one. Capitalize means. Why it is not showing anything? Capitalize. Capitalize is used to change the first letter of each word to uppercase. Capitalize. I think the value may be wrong. Capitalize. Z we have to place instead of S. Whatever the output we got right now, we will get. So it is not showing anything. Now we can see in the Google what is the value of capitalize. Yeah, text transform in CSS, right? Text transform in CSS. Capitalize. Now I am copying this one. Text hyphen transform. Minimizing this one. So here I think some spelling mistake we have. That's why. Yeah, capitalize. Capitalize. Now I am refreshing the page. This is our web page now. Now I am refreshing the page. Or if you carefully observe, each and every word can applied as a first letter as a capital. So that is called capitalize. Text hyphen transform colon capitalize if you use, then each and every word will change by the first letter as a capital letter and remaining letters lowercase letters it can apply. Each and every word it can change by using this property. Okay. Next one, text transformation is over. Text transform is over. Text indentation. Text indentation is used at what purpose? Text indentation property is used to indent the first line of the paragraph. First line of the paragraph. Here carefully observe. Here the paragraph is starting from the starting line without occupying any space, without sparing any white space. The paragraph has started from the first onwards. Okay. Now if you use the text hyphen indent option, text hyphen indent option, and here 50 pixels I am occupying 50 pixels of space. Now I want to occupy from the starting of text. Now I am refreshing the page. Why it is not showing anything? I think some spell mistake we have done. Text hyphen indent the size. Text hyphen indent. Text hyphen indent. So here the space I don't want to give. This space is also I am removing. Here 100 pixels I am giving. Now I want to show once again. Yeah, it has applied. Carefully observe. I think space is also not considered by the CSS syntax. So you please give, don't use any space after colon symbol. Okay, don't use any space after colon symbol. Some values will not support. But here text hyphen indent 100 pixels of space I want to occupy before starting of the paragraph. So that's why 100 pixels of space it is given empty position. Okay. After that the paragraph has started like this. So if you want to show a paragraph like that, then text hyphen indent concept you need to use as a property. Okay, in our program. The next option is what? Text indentation is over. 5 options we have completed, and letter hyphen spacing we have. This property is used to specify the space between the characters of the text. Between the characters of the text. This property is used to specify the space between the characters of the text. The size can be given in pixels. The size can be given in pixels. So for that, letter hyphen spacing colon symbol we have to use. So that option is also I am placing here. Letter hyphen spacing. Here also some, okay, 50 pixels are enough. 50 pixels are enough. So now we have to see what is the option output we are getting right now. Refresh the page. So each and every character with occupy the space like that. So now I am reducing the 10 pixels are enough. Okay, 10 pixels are enough. Because of this much text is not displaying correct proper way. So carefully observe. Here text is showing like that na. So if you want to reduce that text line spacing, letter spacing, then simply you can use the 5. Save again you can refresh the web page. So the words look like this. Okay, so 5 space it can occupy. Okay, right. So 5 spacing it is not showing anything. Okay, right, it is not showing anything. Now I am saving this one. So 5 pixel space is nothing but this one. Okay, carefully observe what it is showing. So each and every letter 5 pixels of space occupying. So that's why the text is showing like that in the output. Next one, line spacing, line height. Now I want to, this property is used to set the space between the lines. So if you in our web page we have 5 lines, so now I want to show you, apply a line space between the lines. So line hyphen height we need to give, line hyphen height. Carefully observe, line hyphen height option we need to use colon symbol, and 10 pixels I am using, 10 pixels. Now I am refreshing the page. So because of line pixel 10 means it is compressing completely. So nothing but by default I think it is occupying heavy space. So that's why 50 pixels I am using. Okay, 50 is the better way to show the output. So now I am refreshing the page. All of you carefully observe on the screen what output we got right now. If you use the line hyphen height, so the 50 pixels of space for each and every line it can occupy. So that's why the text is showing like that. So line hyphen height option is also over. Next, text direction. Actually at last I will explain about the direction part. And now we have to see the text hyphen shadow. Text hyphen shadow. What is the use of text hyphen shadow here? So text shadow property is used to add shadow to the text. If you want to apply any shadow for the text, then text hyphen shadow property we need to use. You can specify the horizontal size, vertical size, and shadow color for the text. Okay, so now we have to specify the size, horizontal size, vertical size, color name. If you apply, then we can apply the shadow. For the text hyphen shadow we need to use. So carefully observe what it will going on as the output, text hyphen shadow colon. Here first I want to mention a horizontal size. So for that 20 pixels I am given. Next property is what right now? Vertical size. So here also 20 pixels I am given, and here color I want to mention. So the text is green color na. So instead of green color, now I am applying, text color is green color, shadow color is blue color I am applying. Okay, semicolon symbol. Now I am refreshing the web page. So carefully observe, the text is showing like that na, because of same text it is showing in the same way. So here I given heavy sizes. So here 5 pixels is horizontal and also 5 pixels of vertical size is also enough. So then only the text shadow will look like that. Now I am refreshing the web page. Carefully observe here. Now I am refreshing the web page. So the shadow is look like that. So that's why it is showing output like this. Next, word spacing I am using. Word spacing is used to specify the space between the words of the line. The size can be given in pixels. So now word hyphen spacing property I am using right now. So if you want to show the word spacing, text hyphen shadow I am removing right now. So then only we will get the correct output. Word hyphen spacing colon. Now pixels I am giving 40 pixels are enough. So that's why immediately I given 40 pixels after the colon symbol. Now I am refreshing the page. So carefully observe. So word hyphen spacing, each and every word contain 40 pixels of space. So that is occupying. Before we have to see the before we have already seen about the line hyphen height, line hyphen space. I mean word letter hyphen space is also we have seen. So letter hyphen space property is used to each and every letter can occupy some whatever the pixels we have configured. That property size it can take for the every letter. But here word hyphen spacing is nothing but from one word to another word it can occupy the space whatever the size we have declared, that size it can take by the each and every word. So that is the difference between words hyphen spacing, letter hyphen spacing, right? And next property is what? So 10 properties also over. Then before we have ignored some text hyphen direction property na. So now I want to see the last property, this one. The text direction property is used to set the direction of text. Used to set the direction of text. So for that now I am opening one more new window, HTML page, open and closing, and here body tag, again here I use it, head tag is also required now, head open and head closing. So here title is what right now? Title is text direction property I am showing now. So that's why title is text direction. Opening body tag and opening closing body tag. Now here h1 tag I am using, opening and closing h1 tag. So here the heading is nothing but CSS, nothing but cascading style sheets. So now I am refresh saving the page, dirECTION.html is the page, save as type is all files. Now I am minimizing this one, now I am opening one more file. Okay, right, cascading style sheet without applied any direction here. So the text is showing normal way, cascading style sheet, nothing but left to right it is showing, left to right it is showing. Now I want to change the direction. For that one CSS property I am using, one CSS property. So for that style tag opening and style tag closing, style tag closing. Here for the h1 purpose, opening and closing, because of I want to change the direction of h1 na. So that's why text hyphen, sorry, what is the property we have? Text direction is enough, not text hyphen. So direction is enough, direction colon RTL, right to left I want to print the text, right to left I want to print the text. So carefully observe here what it is going on. Same text it will display, cascading style sheets. So right to left direction, DIRECTION direction, right to left it is showing, but it is occupying right alignment only. Right alignment it is taking the place as a right alignment. Okay, not right to left direction it is not reading. So because of some browsers, because of some compatibility issues we have for the text hyphen direction option. Okay, text direction option, some properties we have to see the text hyphen direction it will work or not. No, it is not working because of that property we don't have, only direction attribute we have. So that's why direction colon RTL I am using, but it is not taking any direction in the reverse process. Okay, it is not taking any reverse direction, it is taking only right alignment. So instead of that one, it is because of some compatibility issues we have, that's why. So here BDO, at BDO tag we have, so opening BDO and opening closing BDO we have to use. So here direction attribute we can use, direction attribute dir direction and double quotes, it is a HTML element, we can use like that. Okay, if you have any some compatibility issues while working with the direction attribute, then in that case you need to use the BDO tag in the HTML BDO tag we need to use. We have to use. Okay. Then it is overridden by the inline style. It is override by the inline style. Now I am refreshing the page. Carefully observe the output. It can read like that, reverse process. It can read reverse process na. Why it is showing right alignment? Because of here we use a direction colon RTL na. It is taking the place of right alignment of H1 tag. So that's why. Okay. But the text is reversely read na. By default, every text can read by the left to right format. But if you use the dir tag, bidirectional tag, if you use along with dir attribute, then the reversely it can read, right to left it can read and print on the screen. So that is the direction tag functionality. And today we have completed text attributes. Okay, text related attribute, how to format the text, how to change the text by using some attributes. So that concept we have completed. In the next class I will come with the new hot topic. So now I am closing this session, and tomorrow I will explain with the new hot topic. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this session.